Welcome alongside another adventure in broadcasting from the 2023 Saukee Turkey Tourney and game number 2 of this Wednesday night slate as the PORTA-A Blue Jays at 2-0 on the season take on the 1-0 Pittsfield Saukees. Alongside Jack and John Hull, I'm Charlie Hull. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Good crowd on hand for tonight's matchup, and should be a good game. Both of these teams played a close contest with Liberty. Pittsfield won by 5, Porta won by 4, so you would expect this to be a tight contest throughout the night as well. We'll talk more about the matchup on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Luke and Aaron Fessler at Fessler Insurance are here to help you with all of your insurance needs. Fessler Insurance, a Country Financial agency, provides life, health, auto, home, and farm insurance. Trust your insurance needs to the local folks at Fessler Insurance. Call for a quote today at 217-285-4429 or stop by at 1165 West Washington Street in Pittsfield for Fessler Insurance. Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
The thing for me that really separates DOT, senior leadership and the owners of the business really focus on employee engagement.
We have some of the best people managers.
The Tracy family, senior leaders throughout the business, really all of our leaders care about the employees that work here.
And that allows for a lot of families to come work at Dot Foods, and I think that's part of it, is being able to have all those different schedules and the flexibility to be able to move things around when life happens.
Are you short on time or budget but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Back with you on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. You'll find Great Rivers Bank in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal, and online at greatriversbank.bank. Whether you're looking to purchase a house, a hunting ground, or just setting up a savings account, Great Rivers Bank can help you with all of your needs. Again, check them out at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. The PORTA-A Blue Jays 2-0 on the season. And Jack, they've played 2 close games. A close win over the Payson Seymour squad, 51-48 in their first game, and then a 4-point win last night over Liberty. So this Porta squad has been tested early in a team that had some experience returning, but probably a lot of question marks coming into who was going to score for them. And they found out very quickly they have a pretty good scorer in young Mr. Marr.
Drew Marr's really looked good, double figures both games, got over 45 points in the pair, and not a big kid, but able to make some shots in the paint for them. We haven't really seen a lot of scoring out of Mahoney and Hoagland yet, but some other guys will have to pick up the scoring tonight if they're going to get their third win of the season.
For this Pittsfield squad, it was a little bit ugly and stagnant on the offensive side at times, but on Monday night. But I think you might need to start giving Liberty a little more credit, Jack. That team's kind of done that now 3 different times and got that first victory tonight. But Pittsfield's going to have a lot more flow offensively if they're going to have success this season.
There's no doubt. They've got to find some scores and some continuity up and down the lineup. And actually, their 2 leading scorers scored most of their points in the second half. They got a little bit of help from some of the people on the bench, but they need some people to really step up and be the leaders on this team.
Pittsfield has the ability, as they showed the other night, to go a little deeper in their bench, I think, than maybe you imagine. And I kind of like that crew they put on the court at one time, the kind of the helter-skelter crew on the defensive side when you had Gratton and Bonds and Frazier and Graham out there all at one time. The problem there, Jack, is that when you get to the offensive side, those guys are just all going to have to really kind of get used to the speed of the varsity game when it comes to the offensive end of the court.
Yeah, and you've got to have a good shot selection. I think we saw Hayden Gratton come out and throw up 2 or 3 threes early, not really in the flow of the game, and he needs to find where his shot is. You got to know who your scorers are in the early going, and when you're out there to be the point guard, that's going to be important for you. Carter Frazier came off the bench, made 5 quick points and really caused some things. Didn't see Taylor Graham a lot, but we know his speed can really help things out a lot.
He's been battling a little bit of a calf injury, and he's kind of trying to work himself back into game playing shape to start the season. But once he gets healthy, he'll be a guy you'll see a lot of for Pittsfield this season. It's the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We step aside here. We'll have keys to the game next on Central Illinois Sports.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Just ahead of tonight's contest between the Pittsfield Saukees and the PORTA-A Blue Jays. Keys to the game in this contest. First of all, if you're Pittsfield, got to keep Eli Mendenhall out of foul trouble, Jack. They're a lot better with Mendenhall on the floor, but he found himself in early foul trouble the other night. Pittsfield can ill afford to have him on the bench with the size for this PORTA-A squad in Mahoney and Hoagland.
You know, you ask many times about big guys and say, why do you get yourself in foul trouble? They don't want to do it. They know what they're telling themselves, but you eventually just got to pull your hands in and behave.
On the other side for this PORTA-A squad, not that I don't think Drew Marr can score, but they're going to need some other guys to hit some shots in this contest, Jack, and I think especially is going to be true for their guys in the paint.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if you stop Marr and find out who else is going to score on this team, I think you might force the issue for Porta a little bit, but we'll just have to see who really can step up tonight. Mahoney hasn't really looked to score a lot.
If that's the keys to the game, we'll have the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups next.
We can't finish the toys.
I know exactly where to go. It's a Christmas emergency! I need to borrow this. Thank you.
You look like you just came from the North Pole.
That's exactly where I came from.
No other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
He forgot one.
Time to take a look at the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups. From hoodies and snacks to power tools and lawn chairs, Farm and Home Supply has it all. Find your local Farm and Home Supply or learn more at farmandhomesupply.com. For the visiting team, the PORTA-A Blue Jays, Stephen Price is their head coach. They'll start at a guard, a 6-foot senior, Bryson Schatzik. At a second guard, a 5'9 junior, Griffin McClure. And at the third guard, the 5'10 junior, Drew Marr. At a forward, he's a 6'3 sophomore, Levi Hoagland. And at the other forward, the 6'3 senior, Ethan Mahoney. Mahoney, Hoagland, Marr, McClure, and Schatzik for the PORTA-A Blue Jays. For the Pittsfield Saukees, Brad Tomhave squad 1-0 on the season. They'll start at a guard, a 5'10 sophomore, Hayden Gratton. At a second guard, the 6'3 senior, Brennan Tomhave. And at the third guard, the 6'1 senior, Javen Petty. At a forward, a 6'3 senior, Connor Allen. And at the other forward, the 6'3 senior, Eli Mendenhall. Mendenhall, Allen, Petty, Tomhave, and Gratton for the Pittsfield Saukees. One more game before we head into the Thanksgiving holiday break from the 2023 Saukee Turkey Tourney. We hope you'll stay tuned. We'll tip it off next, the Saukees and the Blue Jays on Central Illinois Sports.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner of PCRE Real Estate and Auction, has over 15 years of experience, specializing in selling hunting and recreational properties and farmland. Chris prides himself on combining buyers and sellers, both local and from around the country, to help both parties achieve their land investment goals. Chris takes the time to walk clients through the process of selling their property from start to finish, making the experience feel seamless and enjoyable. Contact Chris Nichols and PCRE Real Estate and Auction at 217-473-3777.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Hey, grab me one too.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Game Masters has the perfect gifts for this holiday season.
Come in and check out all of the great gift ideas like hunting accessories, clothing, gun safes, guns and bows.
Let Game Masters help you with your holiday shopping.
Go to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out the selection.
And don't forget gift cards for those hard-to-buy loved ones. Clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more.
Game Masters in Quincy.
We're passionate about the outdoors.
Just about ready to get started here at Voschel Gymnasium in front of a big crowd here. Porta in the visiting blue uniforms, white numbers, checkerboard trim. The Saukees are wearing the whites tonight with the red numbers and black trim. Oakland will jump in the center circle for the Blue Jays against Connor Allen for Pittsfield. Sit back and enjoy high school basketball action on Central Illinois Sports. The tip is up and controlled by the Saukees as Gratton comes out of there with it. He's got it on the dribble against the man-to-man of the Blue Jays. Allen gives it out top to Petty. Petty bounce pass down low, hits Mendenhall on the shins, has his shot blocked, but a foul going to be called here on Mahoney.
Mahoney's going to pick up the foul. Mendenhall had a little trouble with the catch. Mahoney's team first of the night.
The trouble with the catch, as you'll see on the Northwestern Mutual Instant
Because they hit him in the
replays,
shoes.
he doesn't have hands on his feet. Oakland had the man there. Mahoney kind of tried to help from behind and got called for the foul.
First point of the night comes the way of the free throw.
Tim Waters and Waters Concrete ready to serve you with your new build. Driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete ready to serve you. 309-252-1052.
Makes them both 2-0 Saukees.
Out of the gate of the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. McClure with it in the backcourt. Pittsfield trying to put a little three-quarter court pressure on. There's Shotseek right near the half-court line. Trapped for a moment and a 10-second call. A turnover on the Blue Jays.
First turnover of the night comes in the early going as Porter couldn't get the ball across the half-court line.
Pittsfield did that pressure a little bit last Monday night. And for the first time in a while, you've really seen the Saukees put any kind of full-court pressure together. Here's Mendenhall at the free throw line. Out top, Tom Have around to Gratton. Gratton leaves it for Tom Have on the wing. 7:17 to play in the opening quarter. Out top, Allen. He'll kick right side. Gratton, good look, three, and he'll nail it from the corner. Gratton with the tray and gives Pittsfield the 5-0 advantage. Good penetration by Allen. Opened up the shot for his teammate. Here's McClure into the front court to Shotseek. Fakes the three, man goes flying by. Pass down to the paint, goes off of the Saukees out of bounds, and will remain with the Blue Jays on the baseline.
Good activity by Connor Allen and Brennan Tom Have on the defense there.
Tom Have's really grown in the offseason, don't you think? Here's a open pass down low to Mahoney. He'll lean back, get it to go for the first two for the Jays.
Got the mismatch against Gratton and made the points.
Makes it 5-2. 6:44 to play in the first. Out top, Allen. On the wing, Petty. Gets it to Tomave, top of the key. Over to Mendenhall. Looks in the paint, trying to post up Petty on the small guard. Tipped away, stolen away by Marr. Marr with a good defensive interior presence that time. Pass goes to McClure. Over on the left side to Marr, the leading scorer in the tournament so far. On the right wing, McClure. Deep in the corner, Shotzik. Looks in the paint, nothing open here. Back out top to McClure. 6:07 to play in the first. Shotzik gets it near the sideline right side to Marr. Pitts with a man-to-man, but really not guarding much outside that three-point line. They're not going to chase much in the half court. Ooh, they had the matchup they wanted there. Did Porta with Marr being guarded by Mendenhall, but a foul was called away from the ball here on Petty.
Petty's going to pick up the holding foul. Grabbed a hold of the guy as he broke across. His first, team first.
And out of bounds underneath here for the Blue Jays. Marr to trigger. Pass kicked by Petty. Back out of bounds to Porta.
Starting the guys up high, trying to get the big man open underneath as they did the last time.
Around the horn it comes. To McClure, now Shotzik. Shotzik didn't get the start on Monday. Did he start last night, guys?
He did.
All right. I kind of like his quickness on the defensive side. Can put a little pressure on the other team's point guard. Marr has it on the wing right side. 5:30 to play in the first. Little crossover, pull up jump shot off the back iron, no good. Rebound out of bounds, and it'll stay with Porta.
Brennan Tomade had two Porta men on either side of him that time. The big man underneath, and Allen and Mendenhall need to clear some people out.
Inbounds pass comes into Mahoney. He's going to try to go to work against Mendenhall. Spins back underneath and a travel.
Traveling against Porta, their second turnover of the ball game. Mendenhall did a nice job establishing the hips there, and Mahoney got a little frustrated.
Pittsfield on the attack, up 5-2. In the early going of this contest, crowd really not into the game, but it's kind of quiet here. Left side with it is Mendenhall. He'll throw a pass off the head of Marr to Petty. Petty with a dribble drive in, kind of clears some space and scores two more for the Saukees.
His first two of the ball game.
Marr says I get hit in the head by the ball and then knocked down.
Here's a pass down low. Mahoney going to go to work against Allen this time. Spins to the middle, over the shoulder, no good. Rebound tipped around by Petty, pulled down by Allen. Gets it out to Petty on the trot into the front court. 4:44 to play in the first. Petty over to Tom Have left side. He'll try the dribble drive. Kick to the wing. Grattan opposite side. Three and an out, no good this time. Rebound tipped around, still loose. Grattan comes out of the fray with it. To Tom Have. Crosses over. Dribble drive. Baseline shot. Allen won't go in. And Shotzik grabs the rebound for Porta. Saukees with a couple of baskets that just rimmed in and out. Shotzik now a little out of control and gets called for a travel.
4 trips down the court, 3 turnovers against Porta. That's not what they're looking for. We haven't seen them get the ball into Mahoney as much as they have tonight in the first 2 games.
Well, I think, though, I like the idea by Coach Price. If you get Mendenhall in foul trouble, he knows that's a guy that Pittsfield really wants to have on the court.
I think Marr is a guy who can get him in foul trouble by getting that ball to free throw line and then going to the middle.
Here's Allen coming off a little curl screen, has the ball knocked away, stolen away as he tried to put it on the deck. Shotzik with it into the front court for Porta. Jays trail by 5 with just under 4 minutes to play in this first period. McClure with it on the right wing. Looks out top, Hoagland. Now on the left side of things, it's Shotzik on a pull-up jump shot. No good. And Mendenhall secures the board for the Saukees. Petty will walk it up for Pittsfield. No pressure in the full court for Porta here in the early going. Petty to Tom Abe, top of the key. Drives in, down low, found Mendenhall. Ball knocked loose for a moment. Turnaround shot, tough one, gets it to go. Eli Mendenhall with another 2. And it's an Adams Network timeout. With top-notch local computer sales and service, call Adams Experts 217-214-3423.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saukee Rewards debit card.
3:29 to play in the first. Eli Mendenhall an early 4 points for the Saukees, and they lead Porta 9-2.
Bonds and Grattan into the game. Ethan Grattan, that is. Riggs Bond.
Ball comes into the front court to Hoagland. Hoagland going to attack off the dribble. Now pull it out top to Kinney, who's into the game for the first time as well. Is that Brady Kinney? Yes, it is, the 5'10 senior. Here's Marr, left alone for a three, goes begging, and the rebound down to Allen. Outlet pass goes to Bonds, the sophomore. He'll find Tom Have. Tom Have, deep three, calling for it, no good. Rebound down to Mahoney, and he's fouled by Bonds.
Brixton Bonds will be called for the foul, his first, team second.
And so Pittsfield with a pair of sophomores out there along with three seniors right now. We'll try a little full court pressure. Inbounds pass comes to McClure, knocked away from behind by Bonds, no foul. His second in a fairly short amount of time on the court.
His second, team third, in about 4 seconds.
They'll put Carter Frazier in now, the 6-foot junior.
Frazier really showed off his speed on the football field this year.
Yeah, he can motor a little bit. Ask him Bonds, ask him Grattan. They're pretty quick.
Graham, you bet.
Yep, Taylor Graham, another guy. And then that overall team speed kind of drops off. Kinney with it out top. He'll get it to Hoagland. On the right side, McClure. He's guarded hard there by Grattan. Has him caught on the sideline and knocked off of Grattan out of bounds.
Hayden Grattan really picking up the intensity now.
You can really tell he's really worked hard to get stronger in the offseason. Good athlete. Came out a little late for football, but ended up in the starting lineup on the defensive side of the varsity team the last third of the season or so. Carter Frazier saying, why am I guarding Mahoney right now? Now McClure tries to drive against Petty. Out top, Hoagland reverses to Kinney on the right wing. Blue Jays looking for a basket here, trailing 9-2. On the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. 2:20 to play in this first quarter. Marr looking for Mahoney, and he's being held. No, they'll say Mahoney is holding, trying to get position.
Fourth turnover, Mahoney's second foul of the ball game, second team foul.
That'll bring Tobin Taraski into the game.
Nichols in on the other side. Lucas Concrete played a lot of years ago.
That was
he's 3 years older than me.
In the year 2000, yeah, a long time ago now. 2:10 to play in the first. Only 23 years.
Hey, I got a great memory.
These kids weren't even thought of yet.
The oldest ones are 5 years from being born at that
Names
point.
from the past.
Frazier with the ball, goes out top to Tom Hay. Looks in the paint now to Petty. Petty with a rip and a drive, and shot put up from the free throw line is good. And Javen Petty with 4. Make it 11-2 Pitts with a 9-point lead. Marr into the front court. On the right side, McClure. We'll try the drive. Now a pull-up jump shot is off the mark. Rebound, Frazier secures it for the Saukees and has it knocked out of bounds. It'll be Pittsfield ball length of the court to go. Mendenhall checks back in for the Saukees, and for the Blue Jays, Jet Carrick, the 5'9 sophomore.
Jet, Mike Benny in the
J-E-T-T.
Jets.
Those Jets are terrible this year. Not this Jet. Not Jet Carrick. That's not what I said. The New York Jets.
Well, their quarterback
They were going to
hurt.
be really good with the other quarterback.
Allegedly. Yeah, they're terrible. Tim something is their quarterback now. Javen Petty fires a three, feeling it a bit here, and the shot no good. And the rebound pulled down by the aforementioned Jet Carrick.
I thought they were playing the guy that started for Illinois last year.
No, that's the Giants.
Oh, okay.
That's the other team from New York that sucks.
They're from New Jersey.
Yeah, whatever.
They both play in the same place now.
Green jacket, gold jacket. Here's a drive in. Pass down to Taraski. Good find that time from McClure. And Tobin Taraski has his first two.
Some thought it was a blocked shot.
It was a pass all the way. Give McClure the assist. And with 47 seconds to play in the first, Pittsfield's lead trimmed to 7. Frazier with it on the dribble. Works out to Tom Have. He'll work it to Nichols on the left wing, and Nichols called for a travel. Here comes Grattan and Allen back into the game. They will replace Nichols and Tom Have. 35.9 seconds to play in the first. Blue Jays down 7, but on the attack here. Marr will walk it up. He's going to be guarded by Connor Allen in the man-to-man. To Taraski at the elbow. Hands it off to McClure. McClure, a deep three coming off that screen, and nothing but the bottom of the net. for McClure. Makes it 11-7. Blue Jays within 4. A little 5-0 run by PORTA-A. 13 seconds to play in the first. On the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard, Pittsfield trying to beat a buzzer here. Petty has it out top with 5. At the free throw line, kind of forces one up and gets it to go. And a three-quarter court shot of the buzzer is off the back iron, closer than you thought. No good, and the first quarter comes to a close. After one, it's the Pittsfield Saukees on top of the PORTA-A Blue Jays, 13-7 on Central Illinois Sports.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Ready for second quarter action. It's Pittsfield 13, PORTA-A 7. Porta has the ball to start the second quarter.
Petty had 6 in the first quarter, 5 of 9 with the Saukees, 1 for 4 from the arc, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 3 of 9 is Porta, 1 for 3 from the arc.
Here's Carrick on a little runner, no good. Mendenhall has the rebound for Pittsfield. His third, gets it to Tomei, joined by Petty, Gratton, and Allen, their original starters. Petty, who had the hot hand, as Jack told you in the first quarter, down low, tried to find Mendenhall, and it's through his hands, through his legs, and out of bounds.
It's a good pass. That time he wasn't ready for it, but it was a little low again.
7:38 to play in the first half. Out of bounds to the Blue Jays. They have Marr, McClure, Carrick, Taraski, and the fifth man is Hoagland. With Mahoney on the bench with 2 fouls. McClure brings it toward the front court. Out of a double team, finds Marr. Throws a pass. It's too hot to handle for Hoagland. 5th turnover by the Jays. I don't know what you're saying.
I'll tell you in a while.
7:20 to play in the half. Gratton out top, Allen. Looks down low, Mendenhall. Going to go to work against Taraski. Spins back to his right shoulder. And a nice move by the Saukee big man.
He's got 6.
Makes it 15-7. Here comes Marr into the front court to Carrick. Carrick, one dribble of it. Now has picked it up. Pittsfield more aggressive, as we talked about, in that three-quarter court kind of defense. We've seen them in a while, Jack.
Yeah, much more aggressive on the guard play and kind of causing a little trouble.
There's a ball that finds Carrick. He's open for a 3 on a slow rotation. It rims in and out, no good. Rebound loose and comes free to Petty. Petty will work it into the front court. He'll pull up for a jump shot in transition, no good. And Carrick with the rebound. Into the front court, Marr on the left side. That's what's kept him bottled up so far. Out top, Carrick has Mendenhall on him. Thought maybe they'd try to expose that, but instead they go to the right side of McClure, who had that 3 earlier. He misses this one, and Tomei runs down the board for the Saukees. I'd like to thank my Apple Watch for a moment for encouraging me that I can still do it and meet my move goal for the day, Jeff. Probably not, but I'll bet you I will intake as many calories as I'm supposed to. Here's Tomei for a 3. It's way off the mark. Rebound down to Hoagland.
Hoagland's first board of the night.
For the Blue Jays, as they'll have it the other way. Down by 8. And really have not had things go their way, but only down by 8. I mean, really, that's not an insurmountable lead by any stretch of the imagination. Neither team really looking to score a ton of points on the nightly basis. Here's Marr, went right after Mendenhall. Shot no good. Rebound, Allen kept it alive, and Mendenhall runs it down.
Nice job by Allen, and Mendenhall recovered on the defense. Marr has not scored a point yet.
Petty. Handoff goes to Allen. Gratton to Tomei right side. Top of the key, Javen Petty. Looks in the paint. Now they'll post up Tom Habe, and he was being held from behind, had good position, and the defender had no choice but to foul him here.
McClure will pick up the foul. That'll be his first foul of the second quarter on either team.
Saukee's like Tom Habe is kind of a bigger guard. When they get a smaller guy on him, you'll see him go to the paint.
Kind of what they used to see with Nick Reel. Get him down the middle and let him score from there.
Yeah, Real Quinn Leahy over the years. Here's Eli Mendenhall on a inbounds pass that he gets about as easy of a 2 as he'll get on the season, and Pittsfield has a 10-point lead. And now
biggest of the game, and he's got 8.
Trip up and a takedown of Jet Carrick, and Javen Petty will pick up the foul.
Petty will pick up his second foul of the ball game.
Frazier will come back in. Petty will sit down. He has 6 points on the offensive side, but those 2 fouls will send him to the bench with 5:06 to play in the second quarter.
Now we're going to try Marr out front, see if they can get him loose.
Marr to Kenny left side. Back to Marr in the corner. Looks for an opening off the screen. There's Taraski. Taraski gets caught in the paint. There's a pass out top to Carrick. Was a little bit low, had to gather. Now he crosses over, drives inside, pull-up jump shot, Jet Carrick, no good. And Carter Frazier grabs his second board. To Tom Habe on the trot into the front court. Allen to Frazier, and he'll travel. Shuffled the feet as he caught it. Here comes Shotzik back into the game. He'll replace Carrick for the blue-clad Blue Jays. 4:39 to play in the half. Blue Jays down by 10. Shotzik into the front court in a dangerous spot near the half-court line. Threw a pass to Kenny that he'll be able to recover here. Hands it off to Taraski on the right side. Shotzik, wide open 3, no good. Long rebound, though, comes to Hoagland. Back out to Shotzik. He'll try to attack on the dribble this time, and we'll see a blocking foul called on Eli Mendenhall.
Mendenhall will pick up his first foul of the contest. Second team foul comes at the 4:18 mark of the second quarter. Shotzik, who's looking for his first points of the night, goes to the free throw line. First free throws to be shot by Porta, 17-7. Shotzik makes the first.
LSSG Trucking and 3D Leasing. Call the Dunhams and their professional team for all of your hauling needs. 217-285-2808.
Ethan Gratton and Mendenhall down for just a little while. Shotzik, second one, also good.
Makes it 17-9. 4:15 to play in the half. Gratton around the horn to Frazier. Bounce pass, Gratton. As we have Hayden and Ethan Gratton on the court at the same time here. Ethan Gratton gets a pretty pass from Brennan Tomei that time, and the senior Gratton puts it in for his first 2.
Good catch, good finish.
Shotzik out top gets it to Marr. 3:50 to play in the half. Kenny in the corner to Hoagland. Back out on the wing, Marr being guarded by Gratton. To Shotzik, guarded by Gratton. Back to Marr, guarded by Gratton. Turnaround shot, Marr, kind of a wild shot, no good, and Hayden Gratton gets the rebound. What'd you say?
Third, 2 on the offensive side.
Thank you. Couldn't see those fingers quick enough. You had the fastest fingers in the West. Here's Frazier on a dribble drive in, forces the issue, and draws the foul.
He'll shoot a couple free throws, and Taraski will be the guilty party, I do believe. That will be correct. It'll be his first, team second. 2 free throws, Carter Frazier. Doing kind of what he did in the third quarter the other night, making things happen. 19-9, looking for their biggest lead. Misses the first, he'll get another.
Mahoney and Keegan Dale in Dale for the first time for the Blue Jays. We see Lucas Nichols in for Pittsfield along with Taylor Graham, a sophomore. He'll sit down Hayden Gratton.
Dale started the very first night. Frazier once again trying to get the Saukees a bigger lead than 10. Second free throw, no good. The rebound comes off to Hoagland.
And it's going to stay on Pittsfield's side, as I think they were over the back of Lucas Nichols, who did a nice job blocking out.
Looks like Mahoney's going to pick up the foul.
His third.
That'd be his third. Oh, my.
So he's in for about 2 seconds and picks up a foul. Frazier sits down. Bonds back in. Pittsfield keeping the rotation fresh here. Mahoney sits down as Kenny back in for Porta. Stephen Price saying to the referee, I just put him back in. Can he play for more than 3 seconds, please? Out top, Nichols, Ethan Gratton, Bonds, Tom Have, and Graham, the 5 for Pittsfield right now.
That official, Gooding from Illini West, he played the middle very well.
Here's Tomei, goes right at it. Shot no good. Gets his own rebound, though, as Ethan Gratton kept it alive. The Nichols for a three. Back iron off the mark. Rebound Taylor Graham, and Shotzik fighting for it. Shotzik comes away with it for the Jays. Into the front court, Kinney on the run. He'll find Shotzik running the floor well. Blocked, though, by Ethan Gratton.
Ethan Gratton threw it away. Said, get that out of here. He's long and tall.
Quite the block by the senior. You'll see on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. Comes flying out of nowhere to swat it out of bounds. 2:48 to play in the half. Been stuck at this 19-9 score for a while, have they not?
Yes.
Marr. Bounce pass out top, Hoagland.
13-7 at the quarter, 6-2 second quarter for the Saukees.
Out top, Kenny between the circles. Over to Dale. Leaves it for Marr. Reverses it over to Kenny on the right side of things. To Dale, took his eye off of it. Stolen away by Bonds. Bonds on the run out. Finds Graham. Graham had to gather. Misses the layup. Rebound fought for. And a held ball to be Pittsfield basketball here. On the alternating possession arrow.
A lot of people on the offensive boards that time, though.
Almost fought one another for it.
Bounce pass. Tom Have looking close to 5. And Brad Tomhave says, let's get one of those, what do you guys call them? An Adams Network timeout. Timeout of the court. Top-notch local computer sales and service. Call Adams Experts 217-214-3423.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
2 minutes, 17 seconds to play in the half. 19-9, the Pittsfield lead. Saukees took the timeout as they were having a little trouble getting the ball inbounded on the baseline. Taylor Graham will take it out now for Pittsfield as we're back to live action here. And a holding foul before the ball can be inbounded.
Marr's going to pick up the foul. It'll be his first, team 4th. Grab the hold of Tom Have there.
Tom Have went to break free and he couldn't.
Inbounds out top to Bonds. Bonds isn't a tall kid by any stretch. He does have some long arms on him, doesn't he? Here's Nichols left side. He's going to fire away from 3. It's way off the mark. And the rebound down to Dale for the Blue Jays. Leaves it to Marr. 2 minutes to play in the half. Porta down by 10, but on the attack. Dale with it out top to Hoagland. And might have got away with steps there. A little pick and roll action. They find Hoagland on a beautifully designed play by the Blue Jays.
His first 2.
Break that 19-9.
What?
Said they finally broke that 19-9.
Oh, they said make that 19-9. I'm like, I thought we were there.
Finally broke it.
Bonds to Graham. He traveled, no call. Left side Nichols trying to dial in from 3. He misses it again. Rebound down to Ethan Gratton, no good. He lost the specs, and the rebound this time down to Hoagland. Blue Jays with a chance to cut it even closer. Dale with it on the right side. Works out top to Kinney. Over to Marr. Marr off the dribble is bumped and fouled by Bonds. Will pick up his 3rd.
Bonds will pick up the 3rd team foul of the second quarter. Carter Frazier in. On the other side, McClure checks in.
Pittsfield also brings Hayden Gratton and Connor Allen back in. Nichols and Ethan Gratton sit out. They're going to try to get Mindenhall back in too, but not until the next dead ball. Marr with it on the wing. 1:02 to play in the second. Mindenhall doesn't have 2 fouls, right?
Nope.
McClure. Down low, too far for Hoagland. Here comes Mindenhall back in.
7 turnovers on Porta now. Pittsfield's turned it over 5 times.
He'll set Graham down. 53 seconds to play in this first half. Pittsfield 19-11 the lead, but it's been a while since they've scored.
Probably like to hold for 1, would you not?
Yeah, unless he could score twice. Hey, JJ, game started an hour ago. Good to see you. Out top, Carter Frazier to Grattan. Works the dribble toward the right side. Might have carried it. With 24 seconds, finds Tom Hay. Guarded out there by Marr. Counting close to 5 here. Got to get away. Picks it up just in the nick of time. Out top, Mendenhall with 13 seconds to Tom Hay. Turns the corner, knocked away from behind by Marr. It'll stay on the baseline with the Saukees here. 10.4 seconds to play in the half. Tom Hay to inbound. From the E in Pittsfield on the baseline. Looking here, looking. He'll get it into Allen. Right back to Tom Hay on the wing. Through a double team. Gets it to Allen, who puts up a 3, and it went in. And a half-court shot at the buzzer by Marr. Again, goes in and out, no good. And Connor Allen, I think, had more time than he realized, and it was one of those, hey, what are you doing? Good shot, Connor, as he makes the 3, as they call it. And we head to halftime. It's Pittsfield 21, PORTA-A 11.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners, a brand called Patriot Liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off-road.
Go Full Throttle!
Go Full Throttle.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. At the halftime break, it is a 21-11 lead for the Pittsfield Saukees on top of the PORTA-AC Blue Jays. Halftime stats are brought to you in part by Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, right across from the airport. You can check them out this holiday season with lots of great gift ideas, concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, much, much more. Stop by and see Rick Reel, Santa Claus himself, and Tracy and their gang, 217-285-5013 at Real Net and Twine.
Saukees led 13-7 after one quarter, lead by 21-11, 10-point lead at half on the Connor Allen two-pointer. 5 turnovers on the Saukees the first half, 7 on Porta. Porta's got one man with 3 fouls, and Ethan Mahoney. Single fouls on McClure, Marr, and Taraski. On the other side, Pittsfield 3 fouls on Riggs Bond, 2 on David Petty, a single foul on Eli Mendenhall. Saukees lead at 21-11 at halftime. Shooting percentages, individual scores, and more come your way on the Little Jess Motors halftime show.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
The Farm Stand, located at 405 East Park Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is the place to go when you're looking for a fresh, homemade meal. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., the Farm Stand has a full breakfast and lunch menu. Enjoy breakfast favorites such as biscuits and gravy, pancakes, French toast, and the loaded breakfast burrito. For lunch, check out the great selection of sandwiches, salads, paninis, and more. You'll never leave hungry when you visit the Farm Stand in Camp Point.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
(21-11), the lead for the Pittsfield Saukees on top of the PORTA-A Blue Jays as we welcome you back on the Little Chess Motors halftime show. 10-point Saukee lead, and Jack's got a look at individual and team shooting percentages.
Porta is 4 of 19 from the floor, 21%, 1 of 7 from the arc, 14.2%, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 points for Griffin McClure, 2 points apiece for Bryson Schotzig. Also, Tobin Taraski, Levi Hoagland, and Ethan Mahoney, each with 2 points apiece for their total of 11. Pittsfield on the other side, 9 of 21, 42.8%, 2 of 9 from the arc, 22%, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Led in scoring by Eli Mendenhall with 8. 6 points from Javen Petty. Connor Allen had a 2 and a 3 by Hayden Gratton in the first half for their scoring of 21. 21-11, halftime score on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. We'll talk more on the halftime show. Get ready for the second half right after these.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Hey, grab me 1 too.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
We're passionate about the outdoors.
shooting is one of our favorite pastimes.
When it comes to guns and ammo, think Game Masters. They have new guns, used guns, gun safes, and gun accessories. And be sure to head over to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out our great selection.
Clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more. At Game Masters in Quincy,
We're passionate about the outdoors.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Little Jess Motors, 3431 Main Street in Quincy. For your next vehicle purchase, check out Little Jess. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com. On them right across from Quincy High School in Quincy, Illinois. 20, see, they're calling it 22, Jack. They called that a 3, the buzzer, on Connor Allen. Now, I will tell you, as you look at it on the Northwestern Mutual replay, it didn't look like Allen was necessarily behind the three-point line, but it was called a 3. And so that's what we have to go with. His foot was definitely on the line, but the referees don't have the benefit of instant replay at this level.
That's the biggest lead of the ball game, by the way.
An 11-point lead on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. PCRErealestate.com. See all the listings, near or far.
Far and wide. Kevin Womble is a little slow getting back to put the basketballs away.
He wanted to make sure he didn't need to turn the lights on.
Well, he was probably in the hospitality room.
Well, it happens. Good group of volunteers, though, of course, to help make this tournament run smoothly. Blue Jays will have the basketball to start this second half of play. Down by 11, Jack, but we've seen them. They can put up points in a hurry. I think they're going to have to put a little more pressure defensively on Pittsfield's guards.
Well, Drew Mars, no points in the first half after scoring, 46 in the first 2 games or something like that, 44, I guess.
Combined, of course, not just in one game. And we're back to action here in this third quarter. Marr has it out top. Mahoney, who's got 3 fouls. McClure.
He's got Mendenhall on him, so.
Also out there is Hoagland, and the 5th man is Shotzik, as Mahoney and Tomave get tangled up down low, and Tomave will get called for a block.
Tomave will pick up his first team foul of the third quarter, I should say.
Tomave just fell down and ended up fouling him because he was laying on the floor.
Just underway in this third period. Shotzik with it. On the right wing. Works it over to Hoagland. Now to Marr, trying to get free on that sideline dribble here against Petty. Marr still on the bounce, kicks it out top. Shotzik, nice the lane, little floater up from 8, good. Bryson Shotzik with the basket.
He's got 4.
And cuts the Pittsfield lead to single digits to start this second half. 7-11 to play in the third. Petty, Allen, Mendenhall, Tomave, and Hayden Grattan to start the second half for the Saukee. Same way they started the game. They get it into Tomave. His little floater up, no good. Rebound out of bounds, goes off of Tomave, and it will be Porta basketball. Pittsfield will now pick up in the full court man-to-man. Shotzik to inbound, gets it to Marr back there. Guarded by Grattan. Marr across the half-court line to Shotzik near the sideline. 6:49 to play in the third. Mahoney gets it now. They work it way out near the half-court line to McClure. He says, let's go this way now. Right back where they came from. Trying to get Mahoney opened up underneath. Now Hoagland finds, that's Shotzik left side, and both men were out of bounds touching the ball, and that'll be a turnover on the Blue Jays.
That'll be their 8th turnover, first of the second half.
22-13 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Ball to bounce to the Saukees as Javen Petty will walk it up.
Former Porta coach Colin Arthelone and his son Gavin here tonight.
Porta and Pittsfield's 8th grade girls will play in the sectional Wednesday at the junior high in Pittsfield. As a basket made by Eli Mendenhall, and he's in double figures with 10. Good find by Petty that time. That's a Wednesday at 6 o'clock. We'll have the game for you on Central Illinois Sports. Here's a drive in by Marr. Shot no good. Rebound down to Allen for the Saukees.
Mahoney did a good job of not going after that rebound, picking up that 4th foul.
Here's Tomave. Gets it to Mendenhall at the high post. Has a man behind him, and they'll say that he fouls him. Mendenhall said, see, other people can reach in too.
That's going to be McClure who picked up that one. He'll be his first team foul.
I think he could. 5:51 to play in the third.
I think he could see it.
Here's Tomave for a 3, no good. And on the rebound, Shotzik catches it on his backside. And a break in the action here going to be brought to you by Adams Network. Adams Fiber, local and providing the ultimate internet experience with Wi-Fi 6 and internet packages with speeds up to 1 gigabit. Visit followthefiber.net.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
5 minutes, 45 seconds to play in the third. Pittsfield took the 30-second timeout. Porta took the 30-second timeout as it was kind of a helter-skelter play. Ball was saved in bounds. Shotzek went to catch it, tripped over the line, and caught the ball on the ground. So Stephen Price got that timeout to save the possession for his team. The Blue Jays down by 11 with 5:43 to play in the third. Mahoney at the high post, hands it to McClure. Guarded by Mendenhall. McClure with the behind the back. Mendenhall reaches in, tries to pop it away. Now McClure is open out front. He drives in this time, little floater up and good. Mendenhall was trying to get switched off defensively and didn't get the help of his teammate that time. McClure gets the easy 2. He's got 5.
Not a good matchup.
No, it wasn't. Tom Hay out top was for Porta. Mendenhall on the right side goes to Petty. Works off the little pick and roll action with Mendenhall. He'll pull his way in. Shot no good. Gets his own rebound somehow. Puts it up, has his shot blocked. Says, get me out of here. How about Tom Hay for a 3 left side? It's in and out, no good. And Mahoney gets the board for the Blue Jays. Over it goes to Marr. He'll walk it across. Blue Jays have trimmed it to a 9-point game with 4:49 to play in the third. Top of the key, Hoagland. Leaves it for Marr. Marr trying to get free. To Hoagland, ball knocked away by Hayden Gratton. Gratton with the steal. Petty brings it up for the Saukees. He throws a dangerous pass to Tom Haven. Shotzek was just a half a second late or would have had a steal. Instead, he gets the foul.
His first, team second of the third quarter. 4:33 left third quarter action. 24-15. Pittsfield on the PCRE real estate scoreboard.
Tom Abe sets up the offensive attack for the Saukees against the Porta man-to-man. Both teams have been in man predominantly in this contest. Tom Abe turns down the 3, drives in, gets to the rim, has his shot blocked by Hoagland. Into the front court, Shotzek, and he throws a bullet pass that was not touched by anyone, evidently, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Pittsfield basketball. Now they're going to get together and say it was tipped, and it'll be Porta basketball. Tom Abe sits down as Taylor Graham into the game for the Saukees. So Porta keeps the possession here after further review. Shotzek with it out top to Marr. Loads up the number 2. Go out the play to Mahoney. Gives it off to McClure, again matched up on Mendenhall. Picks up the dribble. Works on the left side to Shotzek. Shotzek with the basketball out top. McClure left wide open for a 3, and it's good again. And again, the Saukees did not rotate back defensively. Mendenhall dropped in, thought the guard would switch off with him, and makes it 24-18.
McClure's got 8, 5 in the second half.
He's pulled the Blue Jays within 6. Allen to Graham. Graham turns the corner, drives in, has it knocked in, stolen away by Marr. Marr on the run out into the front court, has it knocked back away from Graham, who will hit it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Blue Jays, though. Ethan Gratton checks in. Eli Mendenhall sits down for the Saukees. Blue Jays have cut it down to a 6-point game. They've trailed by 11 several times in this game. But with 3:29 to play in the third, they're fighting back in this one. Inbounds pass comes out to Shotzek. He'll have the dribble against the sophomore Graham. Over to Marr now. Starts the bounce against Petty. Gets it to Hoagland at the free throw line. Hands it to the hot hand McClure. Back to Hoagland. Pass was a little behind him in the lane. Comes free though. Marr there on the spot shot, no good. Rebound down to Ethan Gratton. Allen pass to Hayden Gratton. He'll bring it quickly into the front court for the Saukees. To Allen. Back to Gratton. Petty. He'll put it on the deck, drive to the right side. Under 3 minutes to play in this third. Graham kicks to Gratton left side. Hayden Gratton to Allen. Over to Graham. Graham just inside the arc. He'll put it up a little short this time. Rebound down to Allen. He throws a pass back out, and it'll get away and be a turnover on the Saukees.
8th turnover, third of the second half. 6-point game, 24-18. 2:44 left in the quarter. Saukees with the lead.
Jet Carrick back in, replaces Shotzek for the Blue Jays. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to play in the third. The Blue Jays, I think you got to try to find McClure again here. He's got the hot hand. He's got it in the corner right side, goes down low to Mahoney. And we'll have a foul away from the ball called here on
Taylor Grant.
Grant.
His first, team second of the quarter.
Nichols and Tom Haven, Hayden, Grattan, and Allen sit down for Pittsfield. Ball comes into Mahoney on the wing, puts it on the deck, drives inside, blocked again by Grattan. No, foul going to be called here.
Ethan Grattan will pick up the foul. It'll be his first, team third. 2-shot foul for Mahoney. Mahoney with 2 points on the night. He can make this a 4-point game. 2:27 left in the third quarter. It was 11 at one time. 24-18. First one by Mahoney is no good.
Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your next auto, residential, or commercial loan. Call Damon, 217-285-4404.
Kinney going to check into the game. He'll set Hoagland down. Mahoney playing with 3 fouls, trying to get his third point of the night. A little trouble at the free throw line the other night. Second one, good adjustment, makes it. He has 3.
And cuts the lead down to 5. 2:25 to play in the third. Nichols over to Graham. Up top, Petty. Going to back in against Marr. Spins back to the middle, gets caught underneath, and then throws the ball out of bounds.
9th turnover, 4th in the second half.
Saukees have 2 points in the quarter right now.
3.
2.
2, because it was, they changed it, yep. Not a mistake.
22-11 was the halftime score?
Correct.
Yes. Well, it was after they fixed it.
Yep. Here's Carrick. He's left alone. Now to McClure. McClure with the basketball on the dribble. 1:55 to play in the third. Blue Jays down by 5. Have owned this quarter. Over to Marr, left alone for 3. It's short. Rebound down to Jet Carrick. Shot blocked by Ethan Grattan. And the rebound down to the Saukees Nichols. And to the front court, Petty to Nichols. Fakes, puts it on the deck. Over to Tom Hay. He'll give it to Graham now. Graham drives, kicks left side. Nichols, good look 3. It's too long. Rebound, Grattan tried to secure it, but could not get both hands on it. Bonds and Mendenhall going to check back in. They'll sit down Ethan Grattan and Taylor Graham. 1:28 to play in the third. Marr brings it up against Tom Have in the backcourt. And they'll call a hand check on Brennan Tom Have here.
Tom Have second, team 4th. 1:21 left in the quarter.
Carter Frazier will check in for the Saukees, and he'll sit down Petty. Out of bounds to the Blue Jays on the sideline right near midcourt. As Marr will walk it up. Free throw line to Mahoney. Hands it to McClure for a 3. Stays hot, does McClure. And makes this a 24-22 game on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Down by 11 at one point, now only down by 2.
McClure with 8 points in the quarter.
Down low, Mendenhall goes at Mahoney, finds Nichols. Nichols from 6. It's off the back iron, no good. Rebound fought for. Out of bounds, it'll be Porta basketball. Here comes Allen in. Nichols sits down. On the other side, Taraski returns as Mahoney sits down. Blue Jays with a chance to tie or take the lead. Also, Hayden Grattan back into the game. Carter Frazier down for Pittsfield. Pittsfield has gone on one of those scoring droughts that we saw them have trouble with in the first game. We saw it several times last year. Just would go long stretches of time without scoring the basketball. And that has a lot ported and fight their way right back into this thing. Carrick to Kinney. Out front now to McClure. Down by 2 of the Blue Jays. Stephen Price calls out the play for his squad. Ball goes to Marr. Has been quiet offensively tonight. But the Blue Jays still within 2 points. Kinney on the left side with 10. Out to Taraski. Right side, Carrick. Carrick with the crossover. Pull-up shot from 8. Good. Chet Carrick with the J. Game tied at 24. Inbounds pass comes to Allen. He'll launch three-quarter court shot at the buzzer. Would not have counted had it fallen. It didn't fall either way, and after 3, it's Porta and Pittsfield tied at 24.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saukee Rewards debit card. Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005, or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
Ready to start the fourth quarter. Game is knotted at 24 points apiece. Pittsfield had the ball to start the final quarter, but the Saukees watched an 11-point lead dissipate into a tie here as they start the final quarter. They scored 2 points in the quarter while giving up 13 and find themselves tied with the Blue Jays to start the fourth. Out top with it is Petty. To Tomei. It's the original starters for Pittsfield to start this final quarter. Petty, who was a little quiet there after the 6 points in the first. Out top, Tomei. He'll try the dribble drive in, and a foul going to be called away from the ball.
Going to go on Carrick. Nope, McClure. He'll pick up his first foul of the fourth quarter.
Out of bounds, Petty to inbound underneath the bucket here. He will lob it way out front to Mendenhall. Grattan off the dribble, works it to Allen. Allen tries the dribble drive to Tomei about top. Out of Petty, left side for a 3, good. It had been a while since Petty had scored, but he makes a big 3 for the Saukees, and they've outpaced their third quarter scoring already in the first 45 seconds of the fourth with that 3-pointer. Kenny with the ball for the Blue Jays. Takes a single bounce of it. Now works it to Carrick. Out there along with Taraski, Marr, and McClure. Ball nearly stolen away by Grattan. Knocked in the backcourt. Bodies on the floor after it. It'll be a held ball, and it'll be Porta basketball on the alternating possession arrow.
Good hustle there by both teams.
Hoagland back into the game along with Mahoney.
Adds a little size for this Jays squad. Just under 7 minutes left in this one. 27-24 Pittsfield on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Carrick to McClure. McClure has shot the Jays right back into this game. 11 points. What do you have, 9, did you say, in the third quarter?
8.
Now he drives the baseline, finds Jet Carrick, whose shot is altered, no call. And the rebound comes down to Mendenhall. Into the front court, Allen to Tomei. Over on the left wing, Petty. Works off of the screen. Pull-up jump shot way short. And Grattan saves it in. No, they'll say he was out of bounds.
Got to know when to hold him and know when to let it fly.
Into the contest comes Shotzik. He'll replace Jet Carrick for the Blue Jays. 6:20 to play in a 3-point contest. And now Tomei going to be called for the foul as Shotzik was bringing the ball up the sideline.
To pick up his first team foul of the fourth quarter. 6:15 left, 27-24. Pittsfield leads Porta on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
High post, they get the ball to Hoagland to the Blue Jays. Single bounce of it, ball knocked away by Petty and out of bounds. Stays with Porta on the sideline here, right in front of the scorer's table. .6:05 left. Bounce pass in the backcourt goes to McClure. He'll walk it up. Over to Schatzik. Looking for a pass. Top of the key now. Marr gets it. Back on the right side. Schatzik for a three in the tie. No good. Rebound pulled in by Petty for Pittsfield. Petty will push it into the front court. Leave it off for Tomei. Allen, left side, Grattan fakes the three, drives in, little 6'1" one-handed jumper, good by the sophomore. He's got 5. And makes it a 5-point game, 29-24. 5:30 to play. Here's a drive in by McClure, a little wild left-handed shot, no good. Rebound pulled in by Allen. Into the front court, Tomei. Tomei will try the drive, and he's fouled by Schatzik.
Schatzik, 2 hands on him. Second foul, second team foul on the floor. 5:18 left in regulation, 29-24 Pittsfield, 5-0 run.
Grattan with it on the left wing. Over to Tomei in the corner. Dribble drive, his little baseline jump shot is good.
His first 2 points of the night.
He learned that play from Hayden Grattan a moment ago. A little one-hand runner. Schatzik into the front court, and we've got an Adams Fiber timeout. We'll pause as well. For great internet, including packages up to 1 gigabit, visit followthefiber.net.
Once or twice a year, I might get the cold or a flu, and my wife calls it the man flu. So you know what that is.
What do I love about our team? We have a good chemistry. We all work together.
I mean, come on. I've got the best job in the world. Sometimes they say, oh, I like to do handstands.
Yeah, I taught Brian how to do the handstand. That's all right.
And every day, I mean, it's a fun day.
Yeah, it definitely makes me proud to be here.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
5:02 remaining in the contest. 31-24 is the lead for Pittsfield as Stephen Price called the timeout for the Blue Jays. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Little, 7-0 run for Pittsfield to start the 4th. After giving up an 11-point lead in the 3rd. McClure with the basketball for the Blue Jays. Dribbles toward the left wing. Still on the bounce. Oh, not closely guarded. He'll go on the drive now. Floater up high, one no good. I'm going to call that an offensive foul.
Turnover number 11. Marr's going to pick up the 2nd foul, 3rd team foul. Oh, no, they're going to call. Did he call it on 4?
Well, it should be McClure, I believe.
Oh, he called it on Mendenhall.
No,
he called a charge.
He came 44 is what he said.
No, I think it was McClure. McClure was the man on the charge. You'll be able to see it on the Northwestern Mutual Instant Replay here, as he was the man isolated on the wing, and, well, might have not necessarily been the
4, not 44.
Completely set, but McClure picks up his 4th foul. With 4:44 to play in the 4th. His 4th on number 4. 31-24, the score. On the floor.
You're kind of a bore.
Should I say more? Left side. Connor Allen to Grattan. Trying something with Grattan other than Patton.
44 with the ball.
Mendenhall hands it to Petty. Grattan right side, out top Mendenhall, reverses it over to Petty. Works off of the screen. Ooh, there he was on the roll. Instead out top, they get it to Hayden Grattan. Over to Tom Have. Top of the key, Allen. 4:10 to play. Down low, Tom Have. Left-hand runner up. Good. Nice little touch.
4 points here in the 4th quarter.
33-24 with 4 minutes left in this one.
Latin.
9-0 run.
Latin. Here's a pass in the hands and out of the hands of Mahoney.
12th turnover, 5 in the 2nd half.
I don't understand what we're speaking Latin about.
You said to find a word that rhymed with Grattan.
Oh, it only took you 5 minutes to respond. Thank you. 3:53 to play.
On. Don't wake him up.
I was waiting for a pause.
Keep waiting.
Latin. Reminds me of Janet Lane, who's a big-time Saukee fan. I'm sure if I looked across, she's probably here somewhere tonight.
She's straight across.
Long-time
row.
Latin instructor here at Pittsfield High School. Go ahead, John. Say something in Latin.
I didn't take Latin, Charlie. I took Spanish instead.
Anyone? Bueller?
E pluribus unum or whatever.
3:25 to play in the fourth. Pittsfield up by 9. They'll feed Petty in the post now. Turnaround shot there, off the window and in for 2, and they've now tied their biggest lead of the night, an 11-point lead on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
Petty with 11.
An 11-0 run to start the fourth.
Petty had 11 the other night.
3 minutes, 5 seconds left in the contest. As McClure has the dribble, leaves it off on the right side to Marr. Now out top to Mahoney. Kinney. Pass out top, stolen away by Mendenhall. Look out, he's on the run into the front court. Once he gets going, he's hard to stop, but he misses the layup, and the rebound comes down to Carrick. Carrick on the run out. Bounce pass is tipped away by Grattan. Good hustle, but he could not secure it before he stepped out of bounds.
Hayden Grattan gave it everything he had that time.
And we have a whistle, and we have an Adams Fiber timeout. If you want top-notch local computer sales and service, call Adams Experts, 217-214-3423. Back with you after this.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
We will pay the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now. It is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
it gives you protection with credit monitoring.
So the peace of mind of that's very nice.
2 minutes, 41 seconds left, 35-24, the Pittsfield lead. Timeout taken by Porta. They have one timeout left, as they find themselves down by 11 after being tied at 24 to start the fourth quarter. Out of bounds on the baseline for the Jays, as Marr will be the man to throw it in. Gets it into Kinney in the corner. Out top, McClure trying to get Marr open on the wing. He'll try to drive in on the baseline. Shot blocked by Allen. Rebound by Tom Hay. Tom Hay will walk it up for the Saukees now. Gets it to Allen in the front court. Over to Grattan near the sideline. 2:22 to play in this one. Pittsfield up by 11. Shooting for their biggest lead of the night. Mendenhall with the basketball. He'll put it on the deck and is taken to the court. And a foul called here, and it'll be the team fourth. So no free throws yet.
Morrow pick up his second. Fourth team foul.
Petty to throw it in, gets it to Mendenhall, hands it off to Petty. Loses the ball, loose on the court. Tomei comes out of there with it. Drives, kicks Allen to Grattan. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left.
Good court awareness by Tomei that time.
And a foul, as they'll foul Mendenhall with Taraski.
Taraski will pick up his second, 15 foul. Mendenhall the free throw line. Usually a pretty good free throw shooter. Has 10 points on the night, 2 for 2 from there. Saukees are 2 for 4 from the charity stripe. Lead at 35-24, just under 2 minutes left in regulation. Eli Mendenhall, the senior postman. First one up, no good.
Illini Express here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every Monday through Saturday. You'll find Illini Express on the south side of the square in Pittsfield. Learn more about their services at IlliniHospital.org.
Taraski out, Mahoney back into the game. Second by Mendenhall, high archer, good. He has 11 to tie Petty for the lead in scoring.
And the lead is 12, 36-24, 1:52 to play. Jay's got to go in a hurry now a bit here. They'll try to throw it to Mahoney, and he's held by Grattan.
Grattan will pick up his first foul of the ball game, second team foul. Grattan has really played a good defensive game tonight. on Marr most of the time, McClure part of the time.
Inbounds pass knocked away by Allen. It'll stay with the Blue Jays on the baseline.
Really good defense pretty much all night long.
Ball will be thrown into the backcourt for McClure, where he runs it down, walks it across. Turns the corner, a little floater in the lane, no good. A rebound down to Connor Allen. To Tom Have, 1:30 to play. Pittsfield's pitching a shutout here in the fourth quarter and scored 12 on their own.
They've controlled the boards in this game.
Mendenhall with the basketball. They foul him again while they try. Now to Petty, hands it to Allen. Gives it to Mendenhall. Has a small man on him. He's trying to foul him, and they will call Marr for the foul.
Drew Marr will pick up his third. Put Mendenhall back to the free throw line. 1:12 left, 36-24. Pittsfield with their biggest lead of the ball game right now and trying to add to it from the charity stripe. This is a time when you're behind. If you've got 5 or more fouls, it doesn't help you to catch up. First one by Mendenhall, good. He's got 12.
And Stephen Price is going to clear the bench. We'll see Nate Keller in, a 5'11 junior, also Hunter Shores, Barrett Morse, Keegan Dale, and the fifth man for the Jays is still eluding me at this point. Who's that guy at the right side? Brody Pettit. Pittsfield will bring in Clayton Reinhardt along with Connor Sweeting. Bonds back in. Nichols back in, and McCartney waits at the bench if Mendenhall can make this free throw.
High Archer up and good.
So McCartney, the junior, will come in. Mendenhall will sit down with 1:12 left. 38-24, the Pittsfield lead. And they'll, I guess, have to take the ball out of bounds first. The new rule this year.
Gonna go behind that black line.
Stay tuned for the Blessing Health System post-game show. We'll have final stats. We'll also name our player of the game. And visit with Pittsfield Saukee head coach Tom Have. Morse with it on the left side. There's the pass out top to Pettit. There was a Braden Pettit that played a number of years ago now. That was a good player. Here's a three on the way by Nate Keller, no good. And the rebound down to Reinhardt for the Saukees. To Sweeting into the front court with 45 seconds left. On the right side, Bonds. Top of the key to McCartney. Swings it around to Sweeting on the right wing. To McCartney, top of the key. 30 seconds left in this one. Pittsfield going to move to 2-0 on the season. Blue Jays going to drop to 2-1. Here's a pass now that was a little behind the man, loose. And coming out of the with it is Keegan Dale for Porta. 18 seconds left. On the right wing with it is Porta's young man who shoots a 300 Shores. It's an air ball. Out of bounds length of the court to go will allow another new man for Pittsfield to come in. Trey Sleeper, a 5'11 junior, sitting down Nichols. And Pittsfield can just dribble this one out. They win it in a low-scoring affair, 38-24. As they shut out Porta, outscore them 14-0 in the fourth quarter, and win their second game of the season. We take you to the post-game show presented by Blessing Health System. We're back with final stats and more after this.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Kroc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, Sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Hey, grab me one too.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
We're passionate about the outdoors.
Game Masters has the perfect gifts for this holiday season.
Come in and check out all of the great gift ideas like hunting accessories, clothing, gun safes, guns and bows.
Let Game Masters help you with your holiday shopping.
Go to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out the selection.
And don't forget gift cards for those hard-to-buy loved ones. Clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more.
Game Masters in Quincy.
We're passionate about the outdoors.
We can't finish the toys.
I know exactly where to go.
It's a Christmas emergency!
I need to borrow this. Thank you.
You look like you just came from the North Pole.
That's exactly where I came from.
No other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
He forgot one.
We welcome you back to Voschel Gym on the Blessing Health System post-game show. Final on this one, a 38-24 win for the Pittsfield Saukees over the PORTA-A Blue Jays after Pittsfield saw an 11-point lead dissipate to a tied game. Headed into the fourth, the Saukees pitch a shutout in the final quarter and win this one 38-24 to move to 2-0 on the season. The Jays drop to 2-1. They'll play once more on Friday here at the Turkey Tournament. Pittsfield with 2 games coming up on Friday. And Jack with a look at your final stats.
Well, it was 13-7 Pittsfield after one quarter, 22-11 at halftime, 24-24 after 3. Pittsfield only scored 2 in the third, but Porta did not score in the fourth, so after they tied it at 24, a 14-0 run by the Saukees. Pittsfield turned it over 5 times in each half, 10 total, 12 for Porta, 5 in the second half. Porta was just 9 of 33, 27%, 3 of 12 from the arc, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 475%. Griffin McClure had 8 points in the second half, 11 in the game. 4 for Bryson Shotzik, 2 points for Jet Carrick, 2 for Tobin Taraski, 2 for Levi Hoagland, and 3 for Ethan Mahoney. The big news, their leading scorer, Drew Marr, did not score in the contest. Eli Mendenhall, 13 points in the game, 5 of those in the second half. From the charity stripe, he was 3 for 4. 2 points for Ethan Gratton, but boy, what big boards. He had 4 rebounds and 2 blocked shots did Ethan Gratton. Connor Allen had 2 points. Javen Petty with 11 on the night. Brennan Tomhay 4 points all in the second half. Carter Frazier, Lucas Nichols both played, did not score, and Hayden Gratton had 5 points, 2 of those coming in the second half, and a great defensive effort by Hayden Gratton.
We'll have a visit with Pittsfield head coach Brad Tomhay next on the Blessing Health System post-game show.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back on the Blessing Health System post-game show. Final of this one, a 38-24 win for the Pittsfield Saukees over the PORTA-A Blue Jays. Visiting with Saukee head coach Brad Tomhay. Coach, you always know PORTA-A's got a good squad. Stephen Price, first-year head coach for the Blue Jays, so a little different look, but they've played some good basketball in their 2 games leading up to this, but a little bit of an advantage. You got to watch them play twice and have a day off yesterday with a game plan.
Yeah, got to see what they could do. They came back in both their games earlier this week from down and came back and won. So they're pretty explosive, which they showed tonight. We got them down. I thought we were playing really well to start the game. Opened up, had a couple possessions there late in the first quarter defensively where we kind of lost focus, and they got some baskets and
tightened it up a little bit. Then we were able to kind of stretch it again in the second and go to the locker room with, I think, an 11 or 12-point lead. But then we got to be able to transition out of that locker room and still understand there's a defensive end of the floor. In the first 3 minutes of that third quarter, really keep the foot on the pedal and play with the energy that you played with to start the game. And we sure didn't do that, and it showed. And then Porta showed their explosiveness with shot makers and tied the basketball game. They had all the momentum going in, 13-2 in the third quarter. Obviously, we can't have that. We can't rely on us coming back out in the fourth quarter and shutting them out. I mean, that's just it's not going to happen all the time. We wish it would, but realistically, that's not going to happen. So we got to be better out of the locker room with our energy, and then we're still not shooting it real well. I thought shots were good. I thought Lucas's shots, the threes he took, were in rhythm and off a drive, getting downhill kick out for an open look. I thought we took one. I thought Brennan took one that was, not in the offense, but he's got a scorer's mentality, and we want him to have that. But he could probably find a better spot for it. And then Eli, he gathers so much attention down there. He's got to be ready to kick it out to his shooters that are towing the three-point line. If he was 6'7", I'd say go over the top and finish against 2 or 3. But we all know Eli's not 6'7". So kick it out. You drew the attention. You've done your job. You've made your cut to get somebody else an open shot. And you got to take just as much pride in doing those little things for a team score and assisting in it than maybe making a basket. So, we still held them 24 points. So that's pretty good because that's a pretty good team.
We have Eli Mendenhall, who can stay on the court and out of foul trouble most of the night tonight. Makes a huge difference on both ends of the court. He played really well on the defensive side. Your team collectively, I think Drew Marr in the first 2 games has scored 44, 45 points between the 2 games, 0 points tonight. And, last year I think Connor Allen was kind of your go-to guy as far as your defensive stopper. Like, he's going to guard the best one. You've got a couple of guys now, Hayden Gratton being one of those that really plays well on the defensive side too.
Yeah. Hayden just got a motor. His athleticism and strength as a sophomore is pretty good. So we get him flying around on every pass. He's going to get nothing but better, and he does a decent job at it right now. And put him up, and the more pressure you can put, whether we're in our run and jump, whether we're in a special or whatever, if he can put that pressure and be in the hip of that ball handler, it's wearing on that ball handler, and it's keep them out of their offense. More times than not. So and then it allows our length to come into play on the perimeter with Javen and Brennan, and then Connor when he's extended out there. So I thought the guys did well with the transition of getting into our specials after dead balls and switching up the look a little bit. I thought they did a really nice job of we were icing the wing ball screen and not letting it get to it, and I think that threw them a little bit in the first half where we weren't letting them get to spots, especially off that 2-man game ball screen on the side. They made an adjustment and put us in a down man situation a little bit, but our kids adjusted out of a timeout, and they didn't get very many looks on that high-low. So kudos to the kids.
Ethan Gratton comes in, gets 4 boards, 2 blocked shots. You got to have those little sweet things like that. He was long, and he kept them from being able to go straight to the basket.
Yeah, he did. He came in and played a nice game, able to get some things done down in between the blocks. And he's getting tougher and tougher as he goes. There's not a lot to him. So he's learning how to use what he has as a body to his advantage. But the good thing about Ethan is he's quick for 6'2", 6'3" down there. So utilize his quickness and think position more so than anything down there. And he's getting the job done. Got some good boards. Had a nice catch and finish off a Brennan drive middle in the first half. So, he's understanding his role. He doesn't need to go out there and look to score. He needs to do the little things defensively and offensively just be ready to be in position. And he did a nice job tonight. So glad to see that because we're going to need that. We're going to need that depth at that 5 spot. Even if Eli doesn't get in foul trouble, we got to be able to give him a blow. And Ethan's proven that we can get him those spot minutes when we need to do that.
Only 2 games into the season, so it's a small sample size, but are you pleasantly surprised on the depth that you have on this team? Were you expecting to be quite that deep this early on?
We knew there was potential. I didn't think it was going to come this quick, but, Rigston and Taylor's been he didn't practice a lot last week, a little calf issue that's just been he hadn't been able to roll the knot out of it, but he's getting better as we go. And once he gets full strength, then there's another guy that's another person that we can extend up and give maybe Brennan and Javen a break and let them just be the rotation guys and maybe not the pressure guys. But, yeah, I am. Carter Frazier, I think, has come in and done a really, really nice job. Clayton Reinhardt was sick the last couple of days, just got him back today. So once we get all those people going, it's going to – there's certain guys that are going to be able to get the bulk of the minutes. But that 6 through 10 or 6 through 9, whatever it ends up being, whatever minutes they get, they got to be ready to produce. And it could be one night it could be heavy certain guys, and the other night it could be heavy other guys. They just have to be ready and understanding, that's their role right now. And it's an important role, and it makes us better. But yes, to answer your question, I'm not surprised, but I'm pleasantly surprised. How about that?
It's kind of nice. You get a little break tomorrow. 2 weeks of practice, open gyms before that, putting a tournament together, just doing a couple of things in your day job as well. But it's kind of nice to get that break tomorrow and everybody spend a little time with family. That's also very important.
It is, and that's one of the messages I told the guys before we left the locker room is I want you to, when you leave here, I want you, as always, think about 2 to 3 things that you did well, that our team did well. Think about 2 to 3 things that you could do a little better individually and that the team needs to do a little better individually. But don't live there. Let's move on and enjoy your families tomorrow and friends and the day off and the time to, reflect on what, the opportunities that we're given and, get away from it and just go be with your family and friends and enjoy it because they've earned it. They've worked really, really hard these first 2.5 weeks so far of the season and they've earned that right. Plus, it'll give some time for their bodies to heal a little bit. But that's important. You got to be able to release yourself from the pressures that come with playing varsity basketball at Pittsfield, and that's a good thing, though. I don't want to make that sound like that's a bad thing. That's a good thing, and that pressure, we owe it to the tradition. So we like that pressure. But we hope everybody enjoys their day tomorrow. I mean, you guys stay pretty busy as well. So I hope you guys from the Saukee basketball team to you guys enjoy what you're able to do tomorrow and everybody that's associated with making this thing go. They deserve a day off and time to be with family and friends. So,
last thing, you would have liked to have them in the tournament, but I know you're cheering on Camp Point Central's football team just as like everybody else in this area, hoping they can get that final win. Brad Dixon's program is really one to be admired.
Yeah, we're sure be paying attention to them. We're happy for them again this year, and we hope they can go up there and get it done. I mean, anytime somebody from the area has a chance to go accomplish a state championship, we're pulling for them. Coach Long called and said, if you don't want us to come be in the tournament anymore, because I said, no, we are happy to adjust. It's not that big of a deal. The teams that are here are very accommodating and understand why we have to do it, and they're all pulling for them. So, yeah, best of luck to Camp Point and what they get to, one, experience on Friday, and two, we hope that they come out on top.
Final on this one, a 38-24 win for the Saukees over the Blue Jays. Coach, happy Thanksgiving to you, and as always, thanks for the time.
Thanks, guys.
That's Saukee head coach Brad Tomave. Time to name our player of the game, presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And Jack, when he stays on the court, old Eli Mendenhall has really worked himself into a pretty fine basketball player at the high school level.
Yep, great kid, good leader, and a young man I see on Wednesday nights a lot, and I'm just really proud of the job he did. Jaden Petty, another good night for him. Up and down the lineup, the Saukees played so much better tonight and got a good win off against a very good team.
Pittsfield moves to 2-0 on the season. Porta drops to 2-1. And we bid you farewell from Voschel Gymnasium. We'll have action for you 9:30 Friday morning from Illinois State University, Hancock Stadium. Jack, Bob, Ray, Bob Lonergan, Hunterville with a call for you as Camp Point Central looks to capture a state championship in Class 1A football against Lena Winslow. Then we'll have basketball for you here from Pittsfield at 12, 1:30, 3 and 4:30, and from Beardstown at 5, 6:30, and 8. It's a busy next couple of days. We hope you'll join us for another Central Illinois Sports presentation.